You know, I gotta tell you, man, that seems real unimportant right now.
Hands!
You do not want to do this, trust me.
Mask! Copy!
All right, have it your own way.
Mask!
Copy.
What the hell is this?
Taking the #1 spot this week in spectacular fashion is Venom, bringing in an estimated $80 million in its first weekend out. That's the best October debut in box office history, beating Gravity's 2013 debut by nearly $25 million. Along with a really strong domestic showing, Venom made even more money from the foreign box office, pulling in a better than expected $125 million. And that's without the second biggest movie market in the world, China, where a premiere date is still set to be announced. But this exceptional box office debut is noteworthy for more reasons than one. A lot of ink has been spilled about the power a Rotten Tomatoes score has, and how damaging it can be to a film's bottom line. But Venom carries a terrible 32% on the tomato meter and scored a record-breaking box office debut anyway. In stark contrast to the overall critical reception, the audience score on the review aggregator is nearly 90%. Oh, and one more bit of good news for this arguably bad movie.
Permission to come aboard.
The next live-action superhero flick, Aquaman, doesn't hit the silver screen until December, giving Venom lots of breathing room to collect as many box office dollars as possible. And with that, on to #2.
We're far from the shallow now.
Well, you crying yet? Taking the #2 spot this week is the latest iteration of the A Star is Born story, bringing in an estimated $41 million and producing buckets of tears along the way. This is Bradley Cooper's directing debut and Lady Gaga's Hollywood movie debut, but you wouldn't know it by looking at the reviews or feedback on this fantastic film. A Star is Born carries a 91% on the tomato meter and has all the film nerds making Oscar predictions way too early. Always a good sign. While A Star is Born didn't break any box office records on its own, it did help make the last 3 days the best weekend in October history at the box office. Falling to third place this weekend is Smallfoot, bringing in an estimated $14.9 million in its sophomore weekend. As for next week, Ryan Gosling stars in the new hit feature film, Oscar Bait.
Those kids, they don't have a father anymore.
3,
So you're gonna sit the boys down,
2,
and you're gonna prepare them for the fact you might not ever come home.
1.